All right, video number 2. So I hope you were able to get through the first video. This is going to be about curriculum a little bit. I'm not going to go super in depth. I just feel like if you want to know more in depth, I would be more than happy to talk with you in person. We can email, we can Zoom, whatever works best. But I kind of just want to go over the basics of what would be expected for this year. And so with curriculum, just like I'm assuming they did in kindergarten, I don't know for sure, like I said, because I am new. And so the basics that we will be going over this year in regards to subjects is math, reading, writing, Bible, science, and social studies. And so that's kind of the base of what we'll be doing. And our schedule fluctuates every day depending on what we do at what time, but I try to stay pretty consistent just so that students are used to routine. And I think that's super important, especially at this young age. I even have our schedule up on the board in the back of the room so that if students need to know what's next, or if they are someone that likes to plan out their day, that's up for them to see as well. And so on top of this, we also work on phonics, phonemic awareness. We work on spelling, sight words, high frequency words. And so one thing that I can talk about a little bit now, but there is a list of words that our students need to know by the end of the year. And that's a pretty long list of words. But even this first week of school, we've already been working on them. And so that is something that I can even ask you as parents and guardians to work on with your child. And I'm talking about it brief right now, but I will obviously go more in depth with this when I send out more information. But the homework that we will be sending home is reading homework and practice these sight words. And so it's just going to be very important to make sure that they are getting the extra support, the extra practice at home, because this list is so big. And we can do a lot of this at school, but on top of other subjects, I think it would just be great to do more practice at home where they can practice writing these words, they can practice saying these words, they can practice sounding out these words to know what sounds come together to make these words. But like I said, we've already started that this week, trying to get an idea of where we are, and then we'll move on from there. But like I said, this is something that we will kind of touch base on more. Yeah, I know that's pretty brief, but that's kind of just, like I said, the basics of what we will be doing this year. But on top of that, they do have encore classes, and so they have art, gym, Spanish, music, and so they will be taking time out of class to go do those as well. But yeah, so if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'd be more than happy to dive deeply more into this, but I know it is the beginning of the year, and so I don't want to go too in depth before we dive in deeper in class. And so please stay tuned for video number 3.